Alright, over to see Mr. MacGyver again. He's made a few leaps and bounds with this thing. He's rerouted his exhaust. He's actually got some pretty badass shocks on it. And hydraulic pump, and his hydraulics are already hooked up. And he got him a couple of little speed buggy looking lights for the front. Damn it. Speed buggy. Right there. I'll let him tell you the rest of it.
Oh, yeah. In true MacGyver fashion, you know, things are, you always learn as you go. I've been talking all along about putting the engine-driven pump on there, and while I really would have liked to have done that, it was going to be like way too much money. So I figured a pump alone was $200 and some, and you got a valve, which is a control valve, which is more than that even. It was like $270 for a good four-way valve. And then all the time figuring rigging up the brackets and all that stuff and the pulleys and all, I said the hell with it. For a little over $500, I was able to get a 12-volt power unit that gives me Hammond. I can't remember the damn word right now. That's double acting. There we go. So it's that means it's power up and power down as well, which we needed because the bed is balanced such that when it's all the way back, you know, it's in balance, so it won't come back down. Not enough weight to come back down to squash the cylinder. So then, as he was saying, we got a coilover kit for the suspension, and what that does is it modifies the original strut. So instead of that big fat coil spring, you got a little skinny one where you can put a taller and wider tire on it. And this company I got it from works with Eibach, and they have all different kinds of custom rate springs, and they actually made these special for me. I sent them an email telling them what I was doing, and pointed them to the YouTube channel, and they looked at what I was doing and came back with, you know, the rate of spring I needed. So they put me the kit together. The whole kit was like $217. So you can't go wrong with that. It's Fiero wasn't meant to tote around a load of dirt, so you know we had to do something a little different. But nut bed works really good. I think that'll work. Now I'll put all the rest of my sheet steel in here and get the bed finished out. And then the other good thing about it too is that if I have to work on the motor or anything, you know, I've got wide open spaces to get to anything I need. Oh, and that's the other thing he was pointing out too. We had to redo the exhaust to put the hydraulics in. So what I did was instead of the exhaust coming out and going across the back like it does in the stock Fiero, and then exiting out this way, what I did was we cut the muffler out and put it where the catalytic converter used to be, and then just took where it comes out there and turned it out the right side, and works real nice. And plus the muffler I got's a regular stock muffler, so it's a good bit quieter. Still got a tiny bit of an exhaust leak there because I've got I smell exhaust. Well, you probably smell all the shit burning off the muffler. That's the first I run it since I put it together. So, but yeah, there's an exhaust leak. I got the manifold gasket, and once I get my lift back, I can put it up on the lift.
What the hell are you talking about?
and weld up the rest of the exhaust underneath, because I ain't laying on the ground. Fuck that.
Let's talk about your flow control.
Oh yeah, I had to, you know, I had choices of different pumps, and I opted for the Chuck Norris pump, and it just basically threw the bed back. So we had to put a flow control on it to make it go up a little more gracefully, and I didn't bother spending the money on putting it on the downside, because that valve's about $40, and then you got all the adapters and everything to make it work. So we just I just put it on the one, but so when it goes back down pretty quick. But as it goes up, it's pretty graceful. So I'm happy with it.
Yeah, and those tail lights that you got on it are a little on the bright side too. I noticed following you down here.
Well, you know, it's all Northern Tool on sale. You know, I think that.
Well, they're LEDs too. That makes a big difference.
Yeah, they were on sale for like I think $30 or something. For an LED kit, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
And those speed buggy lights, as you call them. These are the same lights that they sell at Advance Auto Parts. They're like $30 a piece. And Northern Tool's blowing them out for $10 a piece.
Before we go up there, what's your cylinder rated at?
It's a 3,000 PSI cylinder. It's a 2.5-inch piston in it. And so it's got plenty of, it's got plenty of oomph to lift whatever's in there. This thing's playing with his boat motor over there.
Sounds awful though. From here. Those almost look like the KC lights I had on my
Yeah, that's what they're designed to copy, I guess, but they're the 100-watt bulbs. I don't have them fully wired up yet, but
speed buggy.
yeah. Yeah, what was we're getting there, slowly but surely.
Yeah.
One step at a time. And of course now, we're getting ready we're breaking ground on the house. Got my building permit out there, and if it'll ever freaking stop raining for 5 minutes for the ground to dry out, I can start digging.
It was pouring today. I couldn't even drive down the highway.
Yeah. So.
Alright. Well, there's your update for that. And you'll recognize this. Actually got it back here finally and got it up on the lift to get it finished up. Oh, a lot of meat on that tire. Might wind up snatching that off and putting it on the front. Having a little bit of trouble getting those lines right there threaded in to where they're supposed to go. Kept thinking there was an adapter because I've seen some of them with it and some of them without. But got the fuel line snapped on there properly and it's good and tight now. Not trying to slide off like it did before. It may have just been a issue like what Michael was just saying, and we just wasn't holding my mouth right. And I got all this installed, and of course since it sat there in the high grass the whole time for the last year or so, it's all covered in cobwebs and grass and gunk. But all I need to do is get these transmission lines in, put a oil filter on it, fill it up with oil, fill it up with coolant, hook the fuel injection lines back down to the intake manifold and then into the intake, tighten it down, and we'll be ready to do the cold start thing on this one. But got it back here, and let's see if we can get those transmission lines on now. They were fighting me pretty well the other night, so I'm just gonna give it a shot tonight, see what I can do. But that's pretty much all the updating we got to do for right now. Got a little close up there. Anyway, we'll holler at you again soon.